Okay, we are live. Nice.
It's time! Ladies and gentlemen, we are live!
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown! Alabama wins! Michigan at the 41. What a hit! Ball's free. On the ground. South Carolina deserves to have it. 40. This is from 45 and it's blocked. Lions scoop it. Brad Haley will score.
Beercop, what's up, brother?
What's up, man?
Welcome to Drunk on Downs, everybody. It's been a minute. We've been really trying to get this off the ground. We're excited to get going here. How you doing tonight, bud?
Shit, excited. I'm happy. Been a lot of work, especially by you.
Sorry about that. I just had to get my audio set up there. Man, it's been a good night here. Took my kid, went to the local college team's hockey game, got home, finished up listening to the Outliers. That was a good listen. And now I'm ready to get going, man. I think we got a good show on tap for everybody. I'm not, let me see here. Looks like we got some viewers, so hey, what a start we're already off to.
Oh, yeah. Up and running.
CG says he's got an echo on me, so that's okay. Let me see what I can do here. Bear with us here. CG, how we doing? Now I'm
Said you're muted now.
Yeah, this is okay. I got you. How about that? Okay, perfect. Wiles, you like that? Everybody good? Okay, perfect. Can't believe we got that right. All right. Well, welcome everybody. This is a exciting time for us. We've been working hard on this one. A lot of technical difficulties. I don't think Beercop or I either claim to be savvy in this regard, but we put in the work because we've been looking forward to doing this. So um, we'll just go ahead and get right into it. One of the things that we wanted to do with this pod was not just focus on the game itself, the results of everybody's games. There's more to the league than that. We all know it. We get in the live chat, we see what goes on there. So one of our first segments that we were interested in maybe bringing to the table was something that we've gone ahead and dubbed NDL Coast to Coast. What we want to do here is be able to highlight some of the things about the NDLers themselves, where you're from, what you're about, what life is like in your part of the world, whether that's Estonia, Alabama, New York. I mean, it's pretty crazy that we're worldwide. So I think we should celebrate those things. So we'll just go ahead and kick this one right off. And normally we're going to have guests for you guys. We want to be able to highlight the NDLers and bring them in just like the other shows do and let them speak for themselves. But tonight, we're going to go ahead and give you just the host. So Beer Cop and I will let you know a little bit about ourselves. So Beer Cop, tell us about
Yeah,
your
man.
NDL experience first. How long have you been in the NDL?
Oh hell, I got started back. I think I was in the farm for a couple of seasons back, through like seasons 1 and 2, and then finally got the call up. So back in those days, I think Dr. Tom, I think that was his name. He ran it. He ran the farm. So you got the call up, and you'd play some veterans back in the farm, and they would give you the okay, right? So then once you got the call up, you made the big leagues, and everybody said, "Hey, don't fuck this up. You're in the big leagues now." So about season 4 started my journey. Ran it till about 14 when it ended, and as soon as I heard it was coming back, man, I'm all in. Went and bought an Xbox and hadn't played a video game in 10 years, so but I'm in on the NDL. So how about you?
That's awesome. So let me ask you about that though, because that's interesting. So I'm a season 29 guy, right? And
Right.
we'll roll that right into my question here, is because let's see, 2014 when the game went away, I had just gotten out of the Navy, bought a house, moved in, and I mean, I was devastated, dude. Like that was the one game growing up that me and my buddies, like, we all enjoyed other games, but like that was the game when you got together on a Friday night and you were gonna game. You would play some Super Smash Brothers and NCAA football, and we would go until you couldn't keep your eyes open. But I mean, that was quite a void. You know that you spend those first few years thinking that is never coming back.
Right.
Then the thought of it fades away. You hope, okay, maybe one day, and then you see all these announcements, and then I forget what year it was, but a couple years back they had teased something through Twitter, whatever it was, and I think for everybody that kind of set the wheels in motion on it again. But I mean, how'd that go for you when it went away? Like, did you have a mourning period for that? Like, I mean, how like for all of us,
Yeah.
it's
Well.
an important part of your life, So like to lose that has got to be crazy if being an NDLer from before the game disappeared.
Yeah. I mean, back then, I was pretty heavy in the career and working on working your way up in your career. So kind of the interest had waned a little bit at that point. So I still wanted to be in there, but you know, kind of transitioned on out. It sucked, but and then you just kind of forget about it. But I'm so old. I played. We used to get together in college and play Bill Walsh. college football on the Sega. So that's where all that came from. But I'm glad it's back, and I'm in a different time now. I'm retired, so I got a little more time to play this thing and do stuff like this. So that's cool as shit, man.
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
loving
that's
it.
awesome. I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, I I'm from New York, so people just don't get it up here. Like, and I'm sure a lot of people from the South wouldn't get us if they came up here. It's hard to find people as passionate about college football as myself in these parts. Like they just don't.
Yeah.
I think Weasel and Freak are my next closest two down in New Jersey and New York City area, and I mean, I just feel like you guys are a dime a dozen down there. Everybody lives and breathes their college
No,
football teams, but
it's a
it's a
way of life, dude.
yeah,
It's a different breed down here. It really
yeah.
is. I mean, I imagine like you, there's people out west or up north that do get into it, but it's like everybody's into it down here. It's a social thing. So
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, for me, like when it was coming back, me and my buddies were excited and everything, and like we had dreams of a great online dynasty and all that. But I was just scrolling Reddit one day and had seen the Nidler post about it, and so I had checked out the website. I mean, it's unbelievable what we've got going on here. It's really unlike anything else. And as soon as I saw that, it didn't matter who was involved with that. I just knew that was something that I had to get in on. And so luckily, I think I must have been one of the quicker ones to get on board when you guys had started up the recruiting process again. Uh, you know, and I mean, I'm glad to be here. That's all I can say is
uh,
probably a little bit more chance than anything because it's not as if I go back and scroll the college football thread to see what I missed from it, and that thing gets flooded. So it's just one of those things where I just so happen to see it. And I feel like that's a lot of guys, some of our newer guys that are coming in from Twitch and whatnot, just saying, hey, I randomly saw the NDL Twitch and I think that's a credit to. I just want to shout out Tim because he's really pushed hard for everybody to try to align on the online dynasty Twitch and to get comments and traction in here so that we can get people to see us on Twitch just from user engagement alone because we're being suggested. And I think we must be at least probably 3 or 4 new guys already that have come to
uh,
us through this platform. So I think that's pretty cool that what guys have put a lot of time and effort to podcast wise, Spotify name, whatever we're doing here, it pays off. So it's not just for entertainment. It's good for the league, really. Pretty
well,
cool.
what's cool is you had the core group that came back together, and then guys like you have came in and they keep coming in, and even though there's been growing pains, we've all meshed. So, and then did you ever think you would go to a convention with some guys playing video football?
No,
So it's a lot bigger than that.
right.
So yeah, it's cool. It's one of the coolest things going. So
I think, yeah, I mean, it's amazing. You don't, the live chat will show you, right? We've all got our differences and everything. And, this is one of the things I learned in the service, right? So I'm a former, service member, Navy, 6 years. But I mean, people come from all walks of life there. And if you go to college here, you get a job here, you stay around the same people, the same mentalities, right? Like we all know that there's regional mentalities. The way of life in the South isn't the same as it is up here or the Midwest, etc. But you learn a lot more by getting into a cultural melting pot than you do sticking around people similar to yourself. So that's what I love about this place is it's crazy, man. You can learn things about people that you would never expect to learn. It-
mhm.
I mean, it's amazing. I know that there's some rough spots in that live chat, but this group's awesome, man. So I think when we get some guests coming on here, some new guys that haven't had a chance to make show appearances yet, I think we're going to be able to highlight some pretty awesome people from some pretty different places around the world and what they've seen and done in life.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about the guests. So that's gonna be cool.
Yeah. So I had written down here just for this segment, right? I wanted to talk about the fact that I haven't really spent much time in your neck of the woods, right? So I want to hear about it. I did when I had gotten out of the service. I actually got out on the 4th of July, went on terminal leave. So I think that was pretty cool. I timed that one up right. Just get my freedom back when America got her freedom. But when I did that, my wife and I took a drive and we left Virginia and we drove down through to Atlanta, spent a night there. And then what is it? We crossed down. I wrote down what it was because it was interesting. So then we stopped in Atlanta, and then I made a stop in Auburn. Just I had to see Jordan Hare. I thought, I'm gonna make it through the town. I might as well at least see it.
Yeah.
I know you don't want
You
to
could
hear
have
that.
skipped that. Yeah. You went the
Tuscaloosa,
wrong side of the
boy,
state.
brother.
So, yeah. No, Auburn is a cool place. So.
But no, so then I had to go back to the map and look because like I can't remember these things, but I still have the pictures in my mind. But so 85 to Montgomery and then 65 down to Mobile, and then I hopped the 10 into Mississippi. But my wife and I still joke to this day because I remember, we're driving, and I'm one of those guys is like, I mean, I'm not going to push the limit on the low gas light, but I'm not going to stop with a quarter tank and fill up either. Like I'm going to get where I'm going and get gas when I need
That's
it.
right.
But
That's right.
like I just remember, man, like it was crazy. We were going along, and I remember a few signs, probably maybe next exit 10 or 15 miles or whatever, and I'm sure you would know. But like, she asked me a couple times, "Should we stop?" And I was like, "Oh, we can make it a little farther. We're good." And then I think we got to a point where we had passed one, and then it was a little bit longer, and I think I had to start sweating it out to
Oh,
make
yeah.
sure that I was going to get there. But no, I was really just amazed. Like, I knew there was forest land and everything down there, but I just couldn't believe how far you could go without seeming to have some civilization around. So, what is Alabama like? Tell me a little bit about your neck of the woods. I mean, have you been there, born there, raised there? What's your story?
Oh, yeah. Born in Alabama, Anniston, Alabama, which is, if you Google it, it's one of the most polluted cities in the world.
Wow.
Monsanto PCBs or whatever they call it. They polluted the whole town. But anyway, so that's where I was born and raised. Luckily, I didn't have it, so I'm still here. So, but now I live in Birmingham, and but I've been all over the state with work and whatever. And so it's a cool place to live, low cost of living, man. You're within range of like Atlanta, Nashville, places like that, the beach, mountains. 2 or 3 hours you're at the beach, 2 or 3 hours you're in the Smokies. Uh, so there's a lot to do. Casinos, gambling in Mississippi. Alabama's different where they won't let us do shit here, anything fun. It's a no fun state, right?
Yeah.
But you can go outside our borders and do all that stuff. So that's cool. Uh, but yeah, man, it's anything you want. I mean, you got people hunting and fishing. You got people like Paul Feinbaum that live here. So executives, Greg McElroy, he chose to stay here in Birmingham. So you got
Yes,
that too.
that's funny you say that. I'm a big college football podcast guy. But one of my favorite, so Josh Pay's college football show is my number one, and then I do Cover Three guys. I like their show. Um, But one of my other favorite guys that comes on Page's show quite a bit and that I like to listen to, like I just respect his opinion. I think is well informed. He's articulated. Cole Kublik, who's also from
Yeah,
your part of the woods. I,
he's
I really
excellent.
enjoy his stuff. And I know him and Greg McElroy do a lot together, but he's a good one too.
He's what Petty would call a ball knower. So yeah,
There you
he
go.
breaks it down. So yeah,
That's
I love
awesome.
Cole. He's an Auburn guy, but man, I love him. He's great. So
That's cool, man. Um, Alabama doesn't have any pro sports teams, do they?
no, we got
Right.
minor league stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
but nothing
But yeah, so I mean,
nothing major.
college teams are your pro sports teams, right? And that's
That's
like
right.
that's kind of what I'm saying. Like up here, obviously, there's a million professional sports teams within a driving radius up and down the northern the eastern seaboard. So it is definitely a pro sports environment up here, and it's different, man. Like I love to be from here. I'm proud to be from here, but I wish I lived in a place where people lived and breathed the game the way you guys do down there. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's sports talk 24/7. It's college football, even in the off season. So
Yeah,
it's and people talk about it at work. It's in June. They're talking college football. So yeah,
that's cool.
yeah, it
Um,
is.
so let me ask you then, are you an outdoorsman? I think you said you have a boat, right?
Yeah, I do have a. I like to get out on the river, pontoon. We go to the lake, uh, you know, but not. I don't do any hunting and fishing, or I do some fishing, but no hunting. So,
Yep.
but
I'm
yeah, as
about the
far as
same.
that goes, yeah.
Cool. Does Alabama have a lot of lakes, or how are the waterways down there?
Oh, the water. I think it's got the most. I don't know. It's probably top two waterways in the country. They call it the Little Amazon or something like that. You can
Cool.
look it up, but there's so much diversity in the water. It's great fishing. A lot of Bassmaster tournaments are here.
Yep.
So
Nice.
yeah, if you're a fisherman, yeah, it's a great place to be. So
Got some good golf down there too. I know we got quite a few golfers in the league.
great
Robert
golf.
Trent
Yep.
Jones Golf Trail. I've always had that on my list of places I'd like to go play a few rounds one day. So
Yeah, just right over the hill. They have the tournament, the Regions tournament. It's a pro tournament, and then they've had a PGA championship here back in the '80s. So Show Creek. So plenty of golf, man, and plenty of perfect weather to play golf. So
that's awesome, dude.
yeah.
Wobbles is in the chat.
Oh shit.
See he joined. And we're insulting UNC Tar UNC Hill and the Mountain West with that graphic. I guess he doesn't like that I didn't drop any pins in his neck of the world. Sorry, Wobbles.
Yeah.
I love you, buddy.
Hey, you got one? Doesn't he live in like Oregon or Washington now? You got one up there?
I thought he was in Vegas still, isn't he?
Oh, I thought he moved.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he
Almost.
might
Did you
have.
move?
It's hard keeping up with 136 people, man. I
Yeah,
mean,
it
I
is.
try to keep up with everybody I can, but I can't
Yeah,
make
you
it.
missed the. You came down through Atlanta through Auburn and hit six. You hit 65 down to
Yeah.
10.
Yep.
Well, you miss like when you go north of Montgomery. There's a big sign, and it's got the devil, and it's go to church or you're going to hell or the devil will get you or something like that. It's
So
huge, man.
it's funny you say that because I remember that too. Because it's fun. I'm glad you said that because that was the second half of our joke was there's nothing but trees, no gas, and Jesus on
Mhm.
the radio.
That's it.
I, I
That
couldn't
is
believe I
it.
would hit the seek button in every radio station. They were preaching to me. I
Yeah.
thought it was. I mean, it was just so funny. It's just completely nothing I had experienced up here. So I still remember it to this day, and it gave me a good laugh. I
Yeah, that's
enjoyed it.
funny. That is true too.
That's cool. Yeah, he did, I guess, up towards Oregon. Well, cool. I mean, heck, I'm gonna have to go visit Wobbles, and I've never made it up to the Pacific Northwest. But I think we actually have a nice question later on in the show where we can talk about that.
Cool.
Sorry, I keep stopping to drink. Parched, and I got to get some water in me. But I think that's good. That's a good start there. I want to go ahead and we'll move it along if you want. We're gonna show our viewers some of the other segments. So, little promotion for the show of our own. I need. Sorry, there we go. We're good. Uh, the rest of you gentlemen out there to participate for us. So we put out our first survey. This is a podcast for the NDL. This is not just for me and Beer Cop and our pleasure. We want this to be interactive, a show of the boys. So we're going to try to keep each show having a segment where we bring in opinions, numbers from the group at large, and just get a good picture of the feel of the NDL, if you will. So for this week, we did a couple questions, and we just wanted to see. Obviously, we got a late start here with our technical difficulties and whatnot, so we wanted to bring this to you before the season. But hey, we're here now. So we did ask everybody Now, again, we only had 6 responses, so we'll use the rule of 10. If 6 guys gave us that, there's going to be 60 guys that hopefully have some kind of opinion the same. But anyway, hopefully next time we get more numbers. But from those 6 opinions, we had asked, who's your favorite to win the Natty? We offered up Ohio State, Penn State, Texas, Alabama, or the field. So we got a couple votes for Ohio State. We got a vote for Penn State, and then the other 3 guys think the field. What do you think, Beer Cop? What would you vote? The field or one of those 4 teams?
Well, it kind of ruined my bold prediction here, but so I
Well,
don't
we
know
don't
if I want
know.
to answer this.
Nope, don't answer that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Don't answer that. We're gonna get there. That's okay.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll abstain, Your
perfect.
Honor.
That's no problem at all. Are you surprised? And let me put it this way: are you surprised to see nobody put a vote on Marion County at Alabama?
Yeah, I'm surprised at that. I'm surprised A&M, Texas A&M didn't get any love.
Yeah, this is one of those things too where if we get a lot of traction and participation, I want to be able to have an other or a write-in because I want guys to be able to generate their opinion. But I think that the field is it's hard to say. I mean, that's why I chose these teams, but the numbers game would suggest the field, right? But I don't know. I think your national champion might be in there, just like you
Yeah.
said. When we get to our segment, we're going to talk about that a
So
little bit
you
more.
talking? Are you talking the field, or what are you talking?
No,
What are you thinking?
we're talking somebody in here. I'm not a
Okay.
field guy right now.
You're not a field guy.
No.
I'm not. Yeah.
Let's do this one. I apologize on that. I forgot that we had another question coming up, so I don't want to step over our bounds before we get there. But the next question was, which conference will represent the G5 in the season 34 playoff? MAC 50%, 33% American, and 17% Sun Belt. So that's 3 votes MAC, 2 votes American, and 1 vote Sun Belt. I'm going to go ahead and bet that the MAC votes are going to be Chip at Central. Again, we did not ask specifically for the team. We just wanted to get a gauge on the overall feel. But what do you think? What if you had to not even asking for a team, like who do you see is the MAC strong to you? The American? I mean, I know that in real life the American is the strongest, but obviously the NDL is a user league, so any one of these, in theory, really could be the representative here in the NDL. What do you think?
Well, I don't think it's the strongest conference of G5, but I think Boise's going to make a run.
Yeah, I don't.
So
I don't think there's been one season since we came back that Iraka hasn't at least been in the conversation, right? I mean,
I think it's his year.
Yeah, he's one of those that's about as steady as you go. I mean, pretty reliable. In the American, I was just trying to see who.
It's hard question because a lot of new guys are in these G5s, so we really don't know. Like somebody like Jose, they may surprise us.
Right. And I would say I think that Pat might have brought it up on game day last week. I played Nadog when he was with Akron last year. Pretty good user. He's at Illinois now, and I had put him pretty high in my preseason poll. He's still in there, but I know that he has had a couple, and this is not an indictment in any way. He's played some close games that at least raised an eyebrow for Pat, to where he had mentioned he was surprised that based off of the performance last season that he wasn't off to maybe a little bit stronger start. But I think that probably has more to do with user familiarity with their team. Again, Jose, great user. Look at what he did at Missouri State, but he went and took Georgia, which is an uber talented team. You would expect him to come out guns blazing. Hasn't had the start he wanted. No big deal. I mean, there is a lot to be said, even in a video game, since we're not spamming the same 3 plays and we're looking for sim, you really do have to know your roster inside and out. And so, like you said, even a guy in the G5, a good user, if he can come in and he can solve that team, you can do things. So, um, all I know is I hope that there's a couple teams from the G5. It doesn't matter what conference they come from, but the more teams that have a good season, the more talk there is come playoff time, right?
Right.
And so that's
Exactly.
good for the league. So, um, we'll see. I mean, it is gonna be fun either way. You got some coaches that have stayed, Jokers, he stuck around at Memphis. They're
Yeah.
they're a strong team.
He just
Um,
took a, what did he lose? Mississippi State. He's got a L. So,
yeah. And,
yeah.
dude, that's what's crazy too is there's a lot. So, I mean, I don't have the exact number here in front of me, but not even just talking G5, there are a lot of teams off to 1-1 starts or,
Mhm.
0 and whatever. There are less 2-0 teams than I thought I might see at this point. Obviously, it's a numbers game. Somebody has to lose every game, but um, I don't have everything up in front of me. Just some of those results, though. A lot of close games early in the season. Some crazy games too. Weasel's game with what was that? Middle Tennessee State,
Oh
80 to
yeah.
52. But there again, right? I mean, even that could be some like I don't think he's going to give up 52 every game. Was that a user thing? Is that still him getting used to his
Yeah.
team? I know, it all depends on how much time guys can commit to practicing too. So, I mean,
Well, you got to look at Chrome. I mean, he looks like he's a legit user too. So that's who he's playing. So
so we'll roll that into the last question here. I mean, we're still talking about all these guys. I do not have the graphic up, the shout out block. I know we're not best friends or anything, but he put together that nice graphic with all the past champions, their teams, and everything. I meant to have that in front of me, and I don't at the moment. But obviously, there's champions from season 1 through 28. Since we've come back, we've got Jiggy and we got Bucknut. Um, we asked, will we have a first time national champion in season 34? 67% said no, 33% said yes. So that's 4 no's to 2 yeses. So 2-1, people think we're going to see Jiggy or Bucknut come back with another title. Who else is we got Jiggy
well,
has
you
2,
got Ohio
Bucknut,
State, D
and then you
D
got D Kennedy.
and D
So,
Kennedy.
I mean, again, that's a numbers game. You got 133 versus 3. What do you think? We're gonna have a
I
first
think
time national champion?
I think so. I think so.
I hope that we do. I mean, I do not care one way or the other. Whoever wins. Congrats to them. It could be D Kennedy again, Bucknut, Jiggy, doesn't matter. But
Oh yeah.
I think it is good for the league to see new guys there, and it will be a great storyline because along the way, very likely somebody's going to have to upset those guys in order to win their title. So if you're going to go
Yeah,
and do it, you're obviously going to go and earn it, right?
that's right.
All right. Let me see here. What do we got next? Okay, we
Got
got
our
some
bold
bold
predictions.
predictions. Let's do
Bold
it.
predictions.
All right. So again, we had asked everybody else for their bold predictions, and we'll give you ours too. But let's just go ahead and look at some of the answers we got here. Drewbacca wins at least 4. Beer wins at least
Oh
8,
yeah. Yeah,
and Jay Hubbard makes a bowl with Iowa.
I can see that.
How do you feel about that?
I think he'll win more than 4. I put me at less than 4, and I could see Hubbard, that Iowa team. He's playing well with them, so I could see him making a bowl. What about
I
you?
saw so there's another update today. I did not get on. Oh, I was just going to get on Team Crafters and it gave me a server error. I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm actually going to go ahead and just wait till tomorrow and get on and surprise myself. But
Yeah, you got a P4 team now, so
Yeah, Marion County. He told me my running back got quite the upgrade, and he had already made a big upgrade and was doing good things for me. He's helped me.
Yeah,
Caleb Hawkins helped me establish a good ground game.
he's a stud.
Gives me some confidence, and that new QB I've got, Drew Mestamaker, he's popped off the chain this year. So AU Chase, he had actually talked about that. I saw in the live chat where a couple seasons back he had strategically chosen Arizona State because of their 2-win goal, knowing about Sam Levitt, hoping that he could do well, retain them, and then see the talent or the ratings boost post their successful season, right? So
Right.
I'm hoping to channel my inner AU Chase here and take North Texas having the finest season of their life. I think first time they've been ranked since 1959, at least in
Oh,
1950 somewhere in real life. So we'll use their little run here to hopefully take the ratings boost and do some good things in season 34. So I don't want to go too far out on a limb here. I think I got like 8 regular season or 8 wins total since season 29, but fuck it, man. I can put up 4 wins
you
this
can
year.
do it.
I'm on board with that.
You can do it.
Yeah. No, I mean, and so I did. I looked at the myself. I looked at the schedule before the season, and I'm not going to name teams or anything, but I looked at that and based off of the last season, because there's some returners and just knowing the teams that I faced, regardless of the owner. Obviously, there's going to be some owners, but I knew the teams that I'm looking at wasn't going to be probably an elite guy. So I had even pegged myself for probably 4 wins in the preseason, but I've been trying to put in the work, labbing the team. D Kennedy gave me some good defensive advice a while back. I've really been working hard on that. And if you go back through my game scores, they've definitely come down.
Well, that's legit advice right there. So
Now the next one, and so this is where it stinks a little bit that I wasn't able to get my technology figured the heck out and get to this before the season, because this one's already ruined. But somebody thought Jose might run the table and win the whole thing. He's not going to
hey,
run the table, but I suppose he could still win the whole thing. But
he
that's going to
could.
be a heck of a run if he's able to come back and do that, huh?
I mean, I think he'll have to win out at this point, but yeah, I
Absolutely.
mean, yeah.
And even if he wins out, you never know how the season goes. I mean, you're going to be looking at it at large there. You're still going to be at the mercy of the
Yeah,
committee. But
yeah, SEC champ though.
well,
He'll get in.
what? Yeah, no, you're right. Because if he runs the table, he's obviously the
Oh
SEC
yeah.
champ. My mistake.
Yeah.
I spoke out of turn there.
Oh, you're good.
Well, what Jose might do is miss the playoffs, but somebody didn't predict that. However, somebody did predict that Smitty might miss the playoff. Does that surprise you at all?
Well, that the jump to Penn State, I mean, they've got a lot of talent, but I mean, it's Paul. The Big Ten's rough, man. There's a
Yeah,
lot
there
of
are
good
quite a
players
few.
up there.
There are a lot of good players up there. You're right. Well, as you probably know, as some guys know, some don't. I'm a Penn State fan, so I'm pretty intimately familiar with that team. But that was actually one of the questions I had posed to Smitty for NTX's SCC media days was, what was it about Penn State that brought you there? And I had figured it was probably the running backs, because we all know Smitty loves to run. And it did obviously turn out to be that. But early in the season here, I think that he's already proving that that was a good choice, because he's got a pretty good two-headed monster there in Nick Singleton and Katron Allen. Um, you never know when you get into the playoff and you get into some of these higher powered offenses that like to throw the ball, whereas Smitty likes to run it. And again, it's not that Smitty can't throw it, but that's just not his MO
No,
per se. But that's a two-way street, right? Because you may have to change your game plan up and try to win a 50-50 game. But at the same time, I mean, those two running backs aren't easy to bring down. And if you can ball control the game the way he's able to ball
yeah,
control,
he's a good user too. I've seen him
yeah,
in the playoffs picking off passes. So
yeah,
he's.
yeah.
I don't think he misses it though.
No,
I
I'm
think he
with you.
makes it in.
I don't think it's a possibility that Smitty misses the playoffs. But hey, you never know.
You never know.
Yeah. All right. So then this one came from somebody. They had a couple that they wanted to share. Somebody predicted Louisville to win the ACC, fired up Chip represents the G5 for the CFP. And the big one, Oregon finishes 9-3, missing the CFP.
Man.
Well, let's start with the last one. I know Oregon's been in there several seasons. I think they may have been in it every season, but
Yeah, I
I'm
think
not going to
so.
speak out of turn. I thought so too. But they're one of the classic examples of the whole out of conference scheduling argument. And credit to Oregon, every time that conversation's come up, they've come into the playoff and just proven, hey, yeah, we scheduled light, but that doesn't mean we don't belong. So what do you say? I mean, do you think
But
Oregon's run continues, or do we see maybe a little bit of bad luck here or there, a bounce the wrong way, a bounce this way, and somebody nailed a crazy prediction on the head?
before I hit that, I was just reading a comment, and he said, CG said, D. Kennedy's advice was just pick Ohio State, man. I thought that was pretty damn funny. No, but Oregon, again, we're talking Big Ten. You got had some upgrade in coaches. There's a lot of coaching talent, a lot of great users. So I don't know his schedule, but I mean, yeah.
So here you go. I pulled it up. So he actually plays. This is interesting. It's funny. Somebody brought in Louisville wins the ACC. Oregon actually plays Louisville. Here in Block 1, week 2, their game scheduled. So that's a big OOC game this year. So looks like maybe Shell took to heart some people's
Who's
words.
coaching Louisville?
That's Swovine.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Good user too. I think. I mean,
he is.
I know I think he took a loss on the season already, but again, those happen. Rain lost an early season game last year. Nobody thought that Rain was going to not be there at the end, right? So
right.
Again, Swovine lost, but I think that whether he wins it or not doesn't matter. I think that you probably need to consider Swovine as a competitor for the ACC title. Oregon, though, they do miss Ohio State. They do miss.
Who do they get though?
Their big in conference games this season are going to be Penn State and Smitty, and then Indiana and Big Mike.
Are those road or home?
Both of them at home. That's.
Yeah. No, I think he gets in.
Yeah. Yep.
I think that's a wrong bold prediction for 34.
I'm with you, brother. I don't. Maybe 10-2 there, right? But even I think 10-2 and your only losses to Penn State and Indiana get you in.
Yeah, well, it just depends,
Yeah.
You know how those committee meetings go, so it would be a spirited debate.
Yeah. But no, I mean, I do want to just run down the list real quick there. Like you said, I mean, some of the coaches in the Big Ten: Sergeant Zoot at Michigan, D. Kennedy, Ohio State, Smitty, Penn State, Nadog, who I spoke about at Illinois, Big
that's
Mike,
another good one.
Metro D, not a guy that gets talked a lot about, but he's a great user too. He's at Michigan.
Where's he at?
State.
Michigan State, yeah.
Yeah, and we just saw CG, a good user, go 10-2 with them last season. So what's to say they don't again? And I know we were both on a committee together. Michigan State was in our first 3 out, if I do recall correctly. So MJ Kemp, Rutgers, our boy Jay Hubbard. Let's see who else. Drewski, one of the newer guys, he's out at Washington. I think there's some confidence in the things he can do. And then
he's good. I've scrimmed him.
You scrimmed him, yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
One of those, going back to that your point before about guys that left the G5 and went to a Power 4, or maybe guys that went to a better G5 school than they were at before. But one guy that I have my eye on here is Cruising. He's at USC. He was Eastern Michigan last year, and he put up a pretty good record.
Yeah.
Again, one that's indicative of a good user, because Eastern Michigan's fucking trash. But yeah, so I mean that conference is definitely loaded. I mean, so 9-3 probably not going to happen for Oregon, but again, shout out to the Big Ten. That's a strong conference this year.
Yeah,
Not
I don't.
always, but the
Yeah,
coaching draft.
I don't think Louisville is going to win and we already talked about my prediction or who I thought would make the CFP for the G5. So
Yeah, and
I'll disagree with those.
yeah, and Illinois they play everybody big in the ACC. They play Miami, they play Clemson. I mean, they play it all. They even have a big out of conference game with Ole Miss. Not that that's anything towards the ACC, but credit Swovine, he went out and scheduled tough.
Yeah, that's a tough
good.
game.
Yeah. All right. So here we go, brother. Why don't you give me some of your bold predictions?
Oh, I don't know if everybody's ready for this. So my first, and it probably is not a bold prediction, but it is a prediction that I think Marion's going to run the table and bring home the title to Sweet Home Alabama.
He's
So
that would put him in one of the 33% of first-time national champion.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
been
there's your first time
yeah.
title holder. Yeah,
He's been
so
knocking on the door, that's for sure.
and they have a great defense, and I think it just matches, what his strengths. So just conservative ball control, great defense. So I think that's going to carry him over.
And let's see, he was Utah. I can't remember who he was before that. UCF, I think. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's Utah, and yeah.
I think, again, I don't remember exactly, but I think we'd probably both agree Alabama's the strongest squad that he's had to date. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was at Florida, but I don't think they were as strong as this Alabama team.
Yeah. No, so yeah, I mean, we're definitely looking at his best shot thus far through 5 seasons to try to win one.
Yeah, and CG said he won the cup last year with Utah, so I mean that's you got to look at that too. I mean he's
Absolutely.
a legit user.
100%.
Moving on, I've got old man Wobbles.
You were just in the live chat, and you're gonna stand for the slander. AU Chase calling out the Bama bias.
That's right. Hey, I'm biased. Okay, so I mean I don't give a shit. It is what it is, man.
Oh, that's awesome. What else you got, brother?
I got Wobbles is going to make a bowl. He's going to do it this year. He's playing well with his New Mexico squad, and the man, the comedic live chat guy will make a bowl this year.
I don't think there's anybody that wouldn't want to root for Wobbles to make a bowl game. So I hope he sure does.
So moving on, Duke and Texas No, it's going to be surprising, but for like the third or fourth year in a row, he's going to narrowly miss the playoffs with his Duke squad.
Did you change that one?
Yeah, I changed that one.
Okay. Nice.
Had time to think about that one, so I was like, yeah. So it's going to be controversial though. It's not going to be he just didn't cut the mustard. So
hold on though, but I'm going to put you on the spot now. We're unfiltered here. Jumper took Duke to the playoff. Yeah. Is Jumper a better coach than Texanol then?
Probably offensively, yeah. Wouldn't you say? Like offensively?
Yeah. No, and again, I don't watch enough. I mean, I would love to watch enough, but I just can't watch everybody's games. I don't know about a complete game.
Maybe not all around. I don't know. But
exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Henry, Texanol, he's a great coach too. I mean, like you said, he's been knocking on the doorstep several seasons in a row, and I know that initially you had predicted that he would, but we flipped to a narrow miss, which is fine.
I mean,
I like it.
You're
not afraid to.
You saw Jumper eviscerate Georgia's defense. So, I mean, yeah. So, moving on, we got, and I have changed a couple of these, so it's going to be surprising. So, I've got Weasel in Auburn. He's going to put up 100 in a league game.
Who's scoring 65 plus on him?
It'll be an SEC team, but I just got a feeling. I mean, if he can put up 80, yeah, it's gonna go. I'm telling you.
I wonder too if
More
that's our
Weasel.
highest. Is that I know I recall a couple games in the 70s, but 80, that must be our highest point total since the league fired back up. Yeah.
Yes, unless somebody in the live chat knows. So I mean, I don't. It's crazy. 80 points.
That's
I guess in Middle Tennessee's not that bad. I mean, it's not like he's playing Kennesaw State or somebody. So.
right. That is unbelievable. I mean, if you think about that, 80 to 52. I would love to go back. I might have to go
Dude,
find that at some point. I mean,
my
how
first two,
many plays were run in that game?
my
It's either
first
a
two
million or
seasons, I didn't
Go ahead.
score 80 points in 2 seasons.
12 games. I might have maybe I probably averaged like 7 points a game my first season.
Exactly. And this cat comes in and scores 80.
Oh, that is so goddamn funny, dude.
It
Oh,
is.
man.
And my last one, and this is gonna throw some people off too, but you know who's gonna win the ACC is that Virginia squad.
NTX.
Yeah, he's playing well, man. He's got him playing well. So I think he's gonna do it.
I like that. Good. I hope to see NTX there. That would be cool. A new team, a new coach. I'm not sure what that entails for what happens in the ACC. Let's see. I mean, I'll pull it up real quick just because I
Yeah,
would
pull
be
it up.
curious. He'd have to spring an upset or two for that to occur, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think his schedule is pretty favorable, but I think his biggest game may be Duke. You'll have to look, but that may be the game that knocks
Hey, look at that. How does that align for you?
Texas No out of it, man.
Oh, man, wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, look at there.
So he's got Florida State, and there's another one, Shoddy Mack at Florida State now.
Yeah, that's a good one.
He's a pretty good user too, so that won't be easy. He's got Swovine, and yep, he's got Duke there. And then he ends the season with VT Run and Gun, who is never going to be an easy out either.
Yeah, he's going to get it done though.
All right. Well, I don't.
What about you, brother?
One of these might not be bold. Maybe it's bold. It's hard to say, but I think since we've already had a back-to-back champion, it's not so bold. But I am going to go ahead right now. D. Kennedy, you're going back-to-back, brother.
Stepping out on the limb right there.
That roster is crazy, man.
Oh,
Jeremiah Smith, ridiculous.
Yeah.
Caleb Downs, ridiculous. I mean, just elite talent all over the place. And now he's, I'm not sure. I definitely know his quarterback got boosted there. And I don't know if he got another boost, but I mean, Julian Sayin, right? He's playing pretty damn good football. So
yeah,
D. Kennedy's going to do it.
He's got studs all over the field.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. So,
and he's a great user. So,
I think this one is my bold prediction right here. That one wasn't bold, but this one's bold. I know there's been some talk of it in real life, and so I wanted to go ahead and just do it here in the NDL. The Big Ten will put 6 teams into the playoff.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah.
6. What? Okay, so which teams are you talking?
Well, I mean, we know, and this is like
that's the field, man.
I know, and like this is why I did it too, though, right? Because it's a fun exercise to talk about. I mean, if you think about that, say, oh my, no, but like it does, like it seems outlandish, does it not, for half the field to be one conference?
No, yeah.
It's almost. Let's put it this way. If it's outlandish to think about half the field being from one conference in a video game where it's more likely to happen because, again, user skill reigns supreme, right? So when the users line up right, it's a possibility. But the fact that they talk about that in real life is what boggles my mind. I mean, I don't know how it could ever happen. Again, it has to be one of those things where the schedules line up just right to where they don't all knock each other. I just don't know how you can. Somebody could do the math probably, but can all your top 6 users be 10 and 2 or better? I don't know.
Yeah,
But again, we talk through the coaches. So I mean, I know D Kennedy's going to be there. I know Smitty's going to be there.
you got Shell.
I mean, Shell's going to be there. We already said
Yeah.
that.
You got
I
a Big
don't.
Mike lurking
Yeah,
around.
I don't think Big Mike is missing the playoff this year. I know he didn't. Let's see. Did he get in during his time at Florida at all? I don't think he did he?
I think he did.
No. So I think this might be Big Mike's first playoff appearance since we came back in 29. Now that's 4, so I need 2 more.
Mhm.
I think Sergeant Zoot is going to do things at Michigan. That's a good user. Again, I know that they're not the best of the best in the Big Ten in real life right now, but again, still no slouch of a team, and he seems like he might be able to cook something up there. So that's 5.
Sammy's talking about Nebraska. What do you think? Is that your 6, Nebraska?
They are not, unfortunately. Sorry, Sammy. I will say this. MGR, he's been there a little while now. I don't remember how many seasons, but maybe even since we came back, but I don't think so. But either way, he's been there a few years, and I don't have the results off the top of my head, but I know he's played quite a few close games. And so I don't know if
He's
he's
solid.
he's probably not going to be a playoff team for me, but he could be one of the guys that spoils my six-man prediction. Now, I got to give you one more. I don't know who it would be or again or how it would work out, but if I were to have to pick a 6th, I would either choose Drewski at Washington or Cruising at USC. So that's where I land. Again, that's
Those are
crazy,
solid.
but these are bold predictions. So Big Ten, half the playoff field. Now,
That's bold.
My last one is bold, and it may not even be bold from a gameplay standpoint, but it's bold from a live chat and NDL culture standpoint. I'm going to go out on a limb here for my guy Block M. Block M will get an at-large bid to the CFP. Now, there is an asterisk to that. The asterisk to that is if the big does not get 6.
So you'd have to miss on one prediction.
I'd have to miss my boldest prediction for this one to hit.
But that may be bolder.
You think? So
yeah, it might be.
It could be, but he's got a couple of things. He's got a unbelievable running back out there with just ridiculous speed, and Kevin Jennings is a pretty good quarterback too. So I'm just looking at that, and I know that he hasn't had the greatest seasons, but he's not had poor seasons either. I think he's been over 500 every season. I don't know off the top of my head, but when you look at the schedule, it's a possibility. He finds Clemson in the regular season. Other than that one, every game looks winnable to me. He doesn't have Notre Dame. Again, I know they don't play a full ACC schedule, but they play a half, and so he misses it. But Miami, to me, is the other one that's on there that would be and Louisville. But again, C Nasty proved last year he can go out and beat anybody, but he can also lose to anybody, just
That's
like
right.
the rest of us. No big deal. But again, so if you take the 3 games that are the toughest, Clemson, Miami, and Louisville, if you lose 2 of those and go 10-2, and the 2 that you lose to are both in the top 25, it's a possibility. I'm not saying it will happen, but that's why these are bold predictions, right? So
Well, NTX Blue said that's one of the weirdest olive branches he's seen. So we got to make up. I don't think it's mutual though. I don't think he'll make up with you.
I'm not even trying to make up with Block. I'm trying to
Yeah.
be fucking right. Block, god damn it, fucking prove me right.
Yeah. We'll see. He
He
does.
probably
He
won't
does
mind
have a
proving
hang
me
of that
wrong
team.
just for the pictures at the beginning. Putting Penguin in a fucking coaching report Gestapo hat is probably enough for him to want me to fuck right off. But anyway.
Vic said he doesn't believe in Block, so there you go. That's surprising too. Yeah, let's do it.
In this one. Here, let me
There
just
you
bring
go.
us back up here. We don't want to lose ourselves while we
There
do
we
that.
go. There I am.
All right. Give me just a second. Gosh darn it all. I got to get into studio mode. There we go. Let me get those fixed so that we can actually look at these without folks having to look at a blank screen.
Man, you're
While
pissing
I do this,
everybody
though, I got
off
a
with that.
question. Go ahead. Sorry.
You're pissing everybody off with that Smitty missing, or whoever said that. That wasn't you.
Oh, it's, no way Smitty misses. He's got
No
two
way.
shots. Yeah. Let me hold on one second. All right. So, hey, while I'm doing this, though, a question that I had thought of. Tell me, since we've come back in season 29, do you remember or like know off the top of your head what your favorite game that you've played is? Most memorable? Doesn't have to be your favorite. Most
Oh
memorable
shit.
game?
There ain't been a lot of close ones, so I'll have to. Man, I've last couple of years though, being in the Mountain West, I played some fun games. Probably NTX last year when I threw a touchdown to win the game at the end of the game. It was a hell of a game. Had to come back and one of his many last second losses. So I think I started that for him. So he probably hate me now, but yeah, that was probably one of my epic games for sure. How
That's
about you?
awesome. So I actually, it's funny, dude. My the very first game, regular season game, I played some cup games before that. The very first regular season game that I ever played in the NDL is absolutely still my favorite. Um, you wouldn't believe it, but I actually started my NDL career 1-0. I went to overtime. I forget who brought the guy in. Hacksaw Rules. He's not here anymore, but somebody else hit me up. I think it was an admin, might have even been Nidler or somebody, but somebody hit me up right after that game. And they said crazy game, and they had said that Hacksaw said that was one of the greatest games he had ever played.
Oh shit!
Anyway, 58-52, we went to overtime, and it was a weasel type game. There was no defense, but I mean, I came to this league for a good time, and again, I'm not competitive, but to try to play the game competitively. That was game number 1, and my fucking heart rate had to be 170
You were
coming
hooked
down at
too.
the bottom of the fourth quarter and in overtime. I mean, just unbelievable, dude.
Yeah, those are great moments, man. Your adrenaline's pumping, and yeah, it takes you a while. It's almost like you're playing the game, like in real life. So
Absolutely. Yeah, dude. I did. Their names are gone. I know my quarterback was Billy Edwards, and I can't remember the darn receiver's name, but he was one of the better ones Maryland's had, and well, since Stephon Diggs. But
yeah,
Billy Edwards went 29 of 42 for 532 yards and 8 touchdowns. And whoever the heck my receiver went for 12 catches, 239 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
damn.
And then I had another guy go for 5 catches, 177, and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, apparently Hacksaw is a buddy with Nidler, and He's in
Yeah.
Penguins Dynasty. So, yeah, he's
Yeah.
been around a while.
I think it was the Niddler that must have hit me up then. So
Yeah.
anyway, that one is the one that I remember for all the good reasons. Like, I mean, that was just fucking unbelievable. But I'll give you a memorable moment for a terrible reason, dude. Same season. I don't remember the game. I'm gonna have to go back just for fun and look for myself. But season 1, season 29, my first season with Maryland still. The turnover bug, which is still my problem, got me. I had a game where I turned the ball over enough that my quarterback was my leading tackler.
Oh, my God.
That is a fucking stat line that you cannot make up. I mean,
that's not
my
good.
jaw hit the floor when I saw that. So 2 games in my first season, and I'm never gonna forget either one of them for totally opposite reasons.
Hey, I think I've had a wide receiver as my leading tackler, so
That's
so many interceptions.
We're not so different after all.
No, we're not.
All right, I got this one fixed, so I think we can go ahead and get up to our unfiltered takes here. So, the boys have asked: blondes, brunettes, redheads, or the wild card goth chicks? Pick one. And this will come up in another segment too, but we're only talking here about betting her. We're not talking about marriage material or anything else. We're talking about Beercop's going out for a night. He sees her at the bar, and he's gonna fucking close the deal. Who is she?
Well, I'm usually with blondes, so I mean, if I'm at the bar closing something, it's got to be the redhead or the goth chick, because you know that's going to be a good night. You know it's going to be a wild night. Like there may be some code words like kitten tails, you know, that we gotta set ground rules before we really get into here. So if I yell kitten tails, that means we need to back
Wobble
off.
says
So,
fat goth chicks for the win.
I didn't say fat, but
Sammy, redheads equals 10 out of 10 bar experience. And he also approves, don't forget the safe word.
Yeah, you got to have a safe word. That's the most, no matter who it is. Like, at the end of the night, I mean, who cares what their hair looks like?
Tell me, though, are you an ass man or a tit man? She got to have them big old boobies or a fat ass?
If I got my both. But,
a man after my heart, that's right.
But it's a lot easier to buy them tits. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they gotta have that. Yeah. So you gotta use your head, man.
Yeah. A lot less risk as well. I'm not an expert or anything, but as far as I know, like some Brazilian butt lifts, some of those get botched real fucking.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, I don't know. Some natural ass is probably a lot better than fucking nice titties and a fake ass, but I guess I better go out and state for the record what I would choose.
Yeah, I was about to say, what do you want? What's your preference?
Well, I mean, my preference is also blondes, but hey, the rules of this game was you're just trying to take her home from the bar. So I'm just gonna tell you, man, it's a goth chick for me too, because the goth chick, percentage wise, is more likely to do some crazy ass shit, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go with the girl that probably gonna do some fucking shit that the other girls aren't. But
yeah, got daddy issues. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Sure. All right. Well, we got a little off track with the degenerate shit there, and that's okay because that's exactly what this podcast is here for. But this one comes back into the NDL realm.
Yeah.
Weakest Power 4 conference this year. Who you got? By the way, my wife is in the kitchen and she just heard me talking about fat asses and goth chicks and what I want them to. Anyway, it doesn't matter. She's a saint. She doesn't give a fuck. But I just think it's funny that she's
definitely
lucky out there listening.
Oh shit! Weakest Power 4 conference. That's a hard question, man.
Yeah.
What do you? It's got to be the ACC or the
The AAC. Now you gotta get that one's funny too. You gotta get that one
ACC.
right. The oh.
You said Power 4, so
Shit! I did say Power
yeah,
4. Sorry,
yeah,
my
yeah.
mistake. Dude. I don't know why I was thinking G5. I'm a G5er for life, probably. So G5 is always in the front of my mind. That's my mistake. So yeah, Big 12 or ACC. We both know it's not going to be the Big 10 or the SEC.
No, those are off the lid. Big 12. I think the Big 12's maybe a little bit tougher. Maybe.
Yeah, and I mean, you can look at that two ways, right? I mean, weakest Power 4 conference. That doesn't necessarily mean whichever conference you were to choose has the weaker coaches. It could be
Right.
fine coaches. They just don't have the roster talent there. I mean, I think probably some of the ACC rosters, top to bottom, have a little bit more talent. And well, I mean, no, it's debatable nowadays. Like when you want to talk about depth of conference, the ACC versus the Big 12. I mean, the Big 12's no slouch right now.
Yeah, you got Utah and Baylor and teams like that. So, I mean, there's no easy outs. Kansas State's pretty good.
Man, we gotta listen. We're for the people. We have to choose one and make it official.
I'll go ACC since I'm in the Big 12.
All right.
That's my
well,
pick. Yep.
Just to cover all of our bases, no, fuck that. I'm not going to dissent. It's probably the ACC. I'll go with
hear
you.
There you go.
All right.
My man.
Wobbles. Are you a fucking innie or are you an outie? Are you, man? Dude.
This is hard.
I'll tell you. So, I love looking over at the live chat. Fucking, we'll get in the weeds here. I'll never forget this, dude. But like these ones are just funny because like, just the different names for like an innie. Like one of my buddies will call it a butt and dick. Another guy calls it an elevator butt. Like,
I thought we were talking about belly buttons.
That's what's funny, dude, is you can look at this question and you could take that to be a fucking belly button question, but since it's Wobbles, you gotta think that they're talking about.
Well, I mean, you can. So is this like a shower or a girl? Is that really what this question
is? Dude, but so I'll just tell you because this is I mean, it is what it is. Fucking boot camp, man. I mean, we all know there's no. You can fucking hate it all you want, but there's no getting around it. It's communal showers. It's all of it. It just you better fucking get
out there
really quick. You know what I mean? But dude, it'll stick with me forever. Like we had this one guy just. It's too funny. Like you can't even make this shit up. It sounds like I'm lying. I swear to God, I'm not. His last name was Hammer, and this motherfucker was carrying a python, dude. And I know this because it was day 2 of boot camp, and I fucking get out of the shower, right? Like obviously I get in there, do my business, get the fuck out. I'm not spending my time fucking comparing with other dudes. But I get out and I sit down at the bench, right? You got your shower shoes and everything. You got to dry them off. So I'm sitting there fucking like cleaning off my fucking shower shoes and whatnot, like sitting there leaning down and like I see somebody going to walk by and like it's tight space. So like I want to move out of their way and like I go to look up and this fucking guy, this thing's just hanging there, dude. I'm holy fuck.
Please, Hammer, don't hurt him.
Dude, the opposite of that is, and like, man, I still feel bad for this motherfucker to this day, but this guy named Alvarado, and the reason I bring up fucking elevator buttons and button dicks, this motherfucker legitimately was like borderline innie. Like this thing just fucking sat there and like it was fucking funny. I mean, it's not funny, the poor bastard, but like what choice did he have other than to embrace it? But like I just remember the first guy that fucking noticed it was not bashful about being like, holy shit. And then everybody looked and like you better just get comfortable with gay real quick. And so we all did. Everybody just went by and had a look like, holy shit. But fucking hey, man. Wobbles, I hope you're bigger than my boy Alvarado from Boot
Yeah.
Camp.
He said he's not a hammer, but he's not an anteater. So there you go.
Oh, I just love that we can have this conversation and fucking joke about Wobble's dick, and he'll be the fucking first one to jump in the live chat and joke about it too. Nothing better. I am not an anteater, proper Catholic boy. He said. Yeah, you Chase. Navy boot camp is easier when you're blind as shit without contacts or glasses. Funny he says that. I walked around blind for the first 4 days. I went there wearing contacts, had to take them out, and I didn't get my fucking BCGs till day 4. So I was blind as fuck.
Wobble said micro penis is a real ailment. Motion for the win.
Oh, fuck. All right, we're off track. Let's get back on it.
Come on.
Somebody wants to know who's the most overrated coach in the NDL.
Oh, my God. You're really going to set shit on fire, aren't you?
I know it. Hey, listen, credit to us, though. We're not going to duck it, are we?
No. Overrated coach. Oh, man. Well, first of all, they got to be rated high, right? Or in some people's minds. So, shit.
I'll give you mine. I'll give you a little second to boil on it. So
I got to think on it.
That's fine. And listen, this isn't even like this motherfucker would kick my ass every day we played. But I'm gonna say El Jefe, and here's why. I'll tie this back into PTD the other day. He's a great coach, but I just look at, and I only brought this up because somebody had said, like, El Jefe been in the playoff every year, but gets to the playoff and gone by at least no later than the semifinal, right? So are the badges and those running backs that he's had something that maybe elevates him a little more than when you have a team that doesn't have some of those?
He plays in
badges,
a weaker conference too, ACC.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So again, listen, we're not going to duck the question. I don't even know if that's even remotely accurate. But what I will say is that when I look through, and again, like you said, you have to be rated high to begin with to be overrated. So at the end of the day, this is still a recognition of your ability to win games in the NDL. But maybe El Jefe is a little bit overrated.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's who I'd say too. I'm gonna go with El Jefe.
All right.
Sorry, but that's
no. Hey, listen.
I mean, you hit the nail on the head.
And here's the other thing, right? Again, that it may be a little unfair to El Jefe just because he is good. I mean, there's plenty of other coaches here you could go, but again, there's so much that goes on. I can't have in my head every coach and a dossier of reasons for why. So he was just the one that stood out. But hey, I hope he goes out and proves me wrong. Good.
Maybe it'll be his some motivation for him.
There you go. His rallying cry.
Yeah, that's right.
We fucking hated on him. All right. This one was a lot talked about for the new game coming out, and then I've seen it brought up a couple times. People just wondering about blocks, and even after the season, I saw somebody say, "Well, we only play 3." Whatever, doesn't matter. What's your feeling on how long we take in between seasons? Do you feel it is too long?
Yeah, definitely. I think it is too long. I don't know the solution to it though because of the playoffs.
Right.
So I think maybe you could do some kind of modified, instead of having beefy to open the season, maybe do beefy for, that ain't gonna work either. So
no, I do know. I mean,
playing in bowls and playoffs, so I don't know.
Yeah. And it is a. I mean, again, this is not a criticism of anybody that's in a decision-making position, but it is hard for guys that aren't in the playoffs and whatnot. There is, and there's nothing you can do about that. But there definitely is a pretty big window of slower time. But I would say that we've also seen guys take good initiatives to fill that time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I can't remember the downtime before the playoff back when we used to play the game. But yeah, it wasn't as long, but it
Gotcha.
still seemed as long,
Sure.
especially if you wasn't in a bowl game. But if you
Yeah.
was in a bowl game, it went by pretty quick. We had that turnaround, but that's been a long time ago. So
And here's another thing. I mean, again, it has nothing to do about changing the amount of time, but I enjoy the off season talk, the draft talk and all, the anticipation building towards a new game. Um, and I'm just trying to think because we played 4 seasons of the first game. Now, I don't know if they spaced like maybe it'll seem longer now too, because if we're only going to do 3, are the seasons more spaced out so that you don't have more dead time after our 3rd season before the next release of the game? Or are the seasons going to be spaced the same as they were before, and then we don't have a 4th, which makes a bigger gap? I don't.
no, I think they spaced it and they put breaks. Like we're having this 2 week
Yep,
break and another
that makes more
break, and then
sense.
yeah, they braked it up. So I think in here Nidler said that there's not
Yeah,
a 3 month after the season. That's how they kind of
yeah,
broken thing.
and,
But
and that's
like you said, I don't think there's anything we can really do other than
no.
maybe
And
have
so I
a
think it
side
is better
tournament.
to give that time during the holidays. I mean, people are still going to play their games. The league will still be active, but yeah, I mean, we're all going to take some time and relax a little bit with the family and do things. So it's good to have those extra weeks built in now. I would rather see a season take longer than have a longer break in between. So shout out admin. I think you guys are doing it right. I appreciate what you guys are doing. Keep it up.
Exactly.
Last one here. This one will be maybe a little bit tougher, just because you have to have been maybe around before or long enough. Best NDL crash out. I'm not sure who submitted this. Obviously, we are trying to keep this anonymous so that everybody will submit. Now, hey, someday we might make it not anonymous, and hopefully other guys will put their names to it. But somebody remembers Florida Man and everything that he did. So, do you remember Florida Man University and
Yeah,
what was that guy all about?
and that guy was wild.
Nibbler
He
says he
just
was quite an experience.
yeah, and he'd get in there to argue, and his play style was pretty rough, I would say. So
It, it,
pissed a
it
lot of people off and
yeah.
was very opinionated. So
Are
like
he and Tattoo Boy P friends?
well, I don't know.
That was a joke.
I
I
mean,
know. I remember when listen, I like Tattoo Boy P. He and I talk, and we've played before. But no, I know when and it was more joking and lighthearted love than anything. But I know when he came back, even Nidler was saying how
uh,
fucking he's not afraid to tell you about exactly what he thinks and how the
that's
rules
right.
should change and everything else. But
Yeah.
no, and I
Now,
think that's fine.
I guess what back in the day, man, we used to oh hell, what's his Trending? Man, that guy.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I
He
don't know him, but I
was
think
he
he
was a
came. He
trip.
was here in season 29, wasn't he? Or has he just been talked about? I thought he came
I
in
think he
for
came back, but he never really played. I don't
yeah,
think he played any games. So, but that guy back in the day, and they used to like Dave and all them. They used to mess with him, play jokes on him.
that's
But
funny.
he's kind of like reminds me of Weasel a little bit. So yeah, they're both from I think that area, New York. And so, but
All
yeah,
right.
tattoo. We had another guy named Nick. He was in Canada, but he was pretty opinionated too. He crashed out. So it was we had some characters over the years.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only a season 29 guy in forward, so I don't have quite as many crash outs to pull from. But if I
Yeah,
had to
Hank.
give one,
Somebody
I
said
would.
Hank.
So Ank
I'm
is here
sorry, I didn't
now,
mean to.
isn't he? Or did
No,
he?
he crashed out, man. About the end of last season, I think, middle end of last season,
What
because
happened?
somebody went for it on fourth down, and it was within the
Oh,
rules, but he didn't. But it was like midfield or something, and he didn't like it, so he got pissed and just had a damn meltdown.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Anyway,
All right.
sorry.
Well, I'll give you mine. Again, newer, and my guy's back again, so that's good because I mean, however it went down doesn't matter. MJ Kemp with the whole scheduling shit,
Yeah.
Illinois.
Oh, that
That
was
went,
wild.
and he's back now. He's with Rutgers, I think, and it's good to have him back because again, he's younger, right? I hate saying he's a kid. I mean, he is a kid, but it just feels like you're talking down to people. But hey, listen,
Right.
shit happens. I don't think that that wasn't even just a him thing. I mean, there were other people, but like he was the central focus of that whole draft shit, and probably one of the impetuses for why we went back to the live draft. Which, hey, at the end of the day, maybe I need to be thanking MJ Kemp because I thought the live draft was fucking awesome and I had a great time doing that. So um, he crashed out. He's back, and we probably got a change for the better because of that. So I'm just going to go
Oh
ahead
yeah.
and thank MJ Kemp
Learn
because,
his lessons and move on. So,
yep, MJ is 18, Nidler says. So there you go. He's not a kid. He's a fucking
yeah.
adult now. He can buy fucking smokes and lottery tickets. All right. Hey, so there we go. There's some unfiltered takes for the crew. I hope they you don't gotta like our opinions, but you gotta respect them. And we respect your opinions as well. Now, I hope Wobbles is still in the live chat. We've got one more question from the reader survey, so we're gonna go ahead and get to that. But after that, we have a fantastic segment. So Wobbles, I hope you're here and ready. But let's go ahead and get to
Yeah.
and top 5 U.S. states you've visited. I want to start, obviously, with the first question. I'm trying to get these cameras. There we go. Sorry, guys. Let me just get these in here real quick so you can see me and Beer Cop. We won't have this problem again. A little bit of an amateur hour up in here, but we're doing the best we can. Beer Cop, I don't know if I'm going to be able to give you 5. Again, some of the
No,
veterans
it's
going
hard
way
to do.
back. You'd be better at it than me because you know more of the veterans from your experience. But we'll break this one down to 1 or 2. Again, we'll go with 5 for the other stuff, but this is a little harder. So at least give me 1 or 2, guys.
I think Penguin. I know it's probably not a breakout season, but I think he may make a playoff run at LSU.
And deservedly so. He's been knocking on the door. I know he's one of the ones that felt aggrieved by our decision making last year, and that's okay. We can't obviously make everybody happy with only 12 spots, but yeah, I mean, I definitely think that you could consider Penguin making a playoff and winning a game or two a breakout as compared to what he's achieved thus far. But again, I think he has his best squad too, so
Right.
hopefully he is able to do that. You got a lot of veterans out there in the Mountain West. Do you think there's anybody out there that? Oh boy,
Yeah.
what I just
Again,
realized.
what's a breakout season though? I mean, it's
Well, and that's why again, that's one of those things too. Like there, I mean, I'm sure pick anybody like
yeah, you
and
can
Beercop, right? I'm not saying it'll be him, but there's
right.
plenty of veterans that are just like you and me. They're here for a great time. Mostly winning is
Bucky.
fun, but it's not their priority. But then, hey, maybe somebody catches lightning in a bottle and has a 6, 7, 8 win season when they're usually a 2 or
That's
3
right.
win guy.
Yeah, Bucky. Utah State. There's another one. He's had them a while, so he's figured them out. So we'll
Did
see.
Who played for the Mountain West title last year? I just realized I've still got you listed here as Beercop at Colorado
Yeah,
State.
that's
I got to
all
get
jacked
that
up.
update. I'm going to need to get your new overlay from home, and we can't be making you an imposter here.
That's right. That's another one. The Colorado State coach, was it
Tar UNC Hill?
Tar?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another one that he's playing well with them, man, offensively. So, I wouldn't be surprised if he made a run at the Mountain West title. So,
I don't. So let me look real quick. So one guy that I'll give you again, breakout is relative, and I won't even make a prediction here because I don't have his schedule and everything in front of me. But one guy that I'll tell you I would like to see have a breakout season, Black Rain at UNLV. I got to meet that's Randall's his real name. I got to meet Randall at the convention. Um, Phony's gone now. That was another good guy. I wish Phony stuck around, but Rain, Phony, and I stayed up one night. I must have talked till 2 a.m. around the fire, fucking chain smoking fucking joints.
good time.
Not Black Rain, me and Phony, but yeah. So again, I think the Mountain West is one of those conferences that is maybe obviously you got IROCA up there with Boise State.
Mhm.
Big ZZ out there at San Diego State. Is he a longtime vet? I think he's been a yeah,
I think
he's
season one. Yeah.
I played him early on one of the seasons, but yeah, I mean, he's pretty steady out there at San Diego State. So again, there's some guys at the top of that conference that may make it harder, but I'm going to vote for Black Rain to have a breakout season, man.
Awesome. He's a good dude.
Yeah. All right. We copped out on that one a little bit, but hey, at least we gave it an attempt. Five's a little bit hard. We won't go all night with that. How about Thanksgiving, man? That's right around the corner. I'm looking forward to that. Before we get to the food, though, what are you doing? You got family coming to you, or are you going somewhere?
Yeah, we got family lives close by, so we're just gonna go over there and eat and stuff
Nice.
our faces, hang
Yeah,
out.
hell yeah.
How
Are
about
you
you?
staying so on Thanksgiving Day, we're gonna go down to our family farm. My cousins live there, and my parents will be there. And then on Saturday after that, I'll have my sister and her boyfriend over, and we'll cook our own here. Traditional. My extended family there is I mean, they'll still do the normal stuff, but they do some other like outlandish food and shit. But I'm a fucking I'm a standard Thanksgiving guy. I like your normal fare, and I want to make it at home because I love leftovers. I want to eat
Yes,
Thanksgiving dinner for a week, brother, not just
that's
one
it.
damn day. So that's me. So with that, top five Thanksgiving foods, what do you got?
Oh, you got to go with like the spiral ham, sugar ham. I love the sweet potato casserole with the pecans on it.
Yep.
Uh, let's see I mean, I could eat just that. Turkey's up there, but I think rolls are another one, and the dressing.
Hell yeah,
So
dude.
yeah, that's probably it. So what about you?
I'll read you wobbles real quick. You had to go in cornbread stuffing, number one, two rolls,
Yeah.
three mashed potatoes and gravy, four turkey, five/one pussy.
Damn it.
Oh, I love that. That is fucking funny. All right, I'll give you mine. So no, I'm gonna start with a dessert because I fucking love dessert. Pecan pie is so goddamn good. I could eat a whole one
Oh,
of
that's
those.
my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah. After that, I love mashed potatoes and gravy. To me, that's the vehicle of Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
Whatever other bite of food you're gonna have, it's going with mashed potatoes and gravy. Um, Stuffing, also delicious. Then your turkey. And then I'm a big green bean casserole guy. Green
Yeah.
bean
No, man.
casserole.
No, mac and cheese, man. Homemade mac
Hey,
and
Big
cheese.
Mike, it's
Damn,
my
it's Big
fucking
Mike.
cat. Yeah, and rolls, dude. I mean, a roll too. Like,
Yeah, with
dude,
some
there's
butter.
nothing better than
Dunk it
a
in some
good.
gravy.
You take a good roll, you take some good cheddar cheese and some leftover Thanksgiving turkey. I could eat
Oh
a
yeah.
fucking sandwich like that every day for 3 weeks.
Turkey sandwich, a little mayo, and you put the dressing in the mayo and make a
Yep,
sandwich. Yeah,
absolutely.
that's the goat.
Fuck. I'm so goddamn hungry right now.
It's almost here, brother.
Yes, I
Almost here.
cannot wait. All right, last ranking for tonight. Top 5 U.S. states that you visited.
Top 5. I mean, shit, probably been to New York. That was pretty good. Long Island, Nevada, Las Vegas, and then probably more regional. Florida. Florida's always a great time, man. The Gulf Coast down there on the sugar white sandy beaches,
Yep.
and Nashville, Tennessee. So yeah,
Cool.
I think that would. If that's 5.
Yep, there you go. That I visited. Let's see. I mean, visited, live, whatever. So I'm born and raised New York. I left at 18 to join the service. I moved to South Carolina after boot camp. Spent a year and change there. Um, South Carolina is definitely up there on my list. I lived in North Charleston, so spent a lot of time downtown Charleston. That's a great city. Um,
Mhm.
there's I can't remember it now. It's a long time ago, but I'm big into camping. I'm an outdoors guy too. I fucking love camping. Do all of it,
I love
hiking.
camping.
But I did some beach camping down there, somewhere right down towards the southern border with the Georgia border. I forget exactly where it was, but yeah, I mean, that's just a beautiful state, man. I love it there.
Mhm.
Um, my favorite though is Colorado. I love
Oh
Colorado.
yeah, I've been to Colorado too.
Yeah,
It looked
I took
beautiful.
my kids a couple of years ago. I was a Boy Scout growing up, and I went to Philmont Scout Ranch in New Mexico and did a hiking trip. But before that, we flew into Denver, and then we went and did whitewater rafting at
Mm,
Pikes Peak and all that shit. I had to take my kids back because that place is pretty nice, man. I mean,
yeah.
I've got an affinity for Colorado, so that's definitely my number one. Um, I love Florida. Yeah, I mean, I guess who doesn't? My grandma, she lives in Naples, so I get down
Yeah.
there quite a bit. Got some buddies in the Tampa area. I'm a Yankees fan, so I try to go to spring training in Tampa every couple of years if I can. So definitely Florida. That's 3, right? Oh, and then easy. Uh, Montana and Wyoming are the other 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's my next adventure.
Very
So
nice.
yeah.
So, yeah, my buddy was in the service, was stationed in Minot, North Dakota, and
Mm.
as any good Air Force cadet does, he went and married a fucking stripper. So I had to fly to North Dakota for my buddy's wedding to a
Oh
goddamn
shit.
stripper who he divorced in 2 years, obviously.
Oh
But
god.
uh, we went from so I figured since I already had to go out there, uh, I just took like 2 weeks, and then we took the van and we drove out through Montana and Wyoming and did Yellowstone and Grand Teton and all that. So I mean, a little more expensive now, but when I've got the
Oh
funds,
yeah.
that's one of the next places that I
Amazing. Yeah.
yeah. Houston, New Orleans, Vic. Yeah, okay. I've been to New Orleans. I got my wife's family lives down in Biloxi, Mississippi. So when we went and visited them, I went and spent a couple days in New Orleans.
Yeah, I've been to
Fucking
Houston, New Orleans, Chicago, Atlanta.
Asheville, North Carolina is underrated.
Been
Says
there.
that's definitely a uh, nice area. 100%. I had a buddy
Mhm.
that lived there for a few years. NTX, Biloxi's his hometown. Fuck yeah, dude. That's
Look at
awesome,
that.
man.
Awesome.
Cool.
It's not that far from me.
All right, buddy. I think this one people are gonna love. So we're gonna
Oh
move
yeah.
on. We got 18 viewers right now. These 18 boys are in for a treat. Wobbles, where are you at?
He's there. He's in there. Catch me outside. That says you're muted. Yeah.
This isn't okay. You can hear me now, can't you? I got to figure out. Sammy, can you hear me now? Yeah.
Now we
okay.
can. Yep, you're back.
Oh, give me 1 second. I don't know.
Hey, yeah, Utah State just beat North Carolina, so there you go. That's my breakout.
Hey, there you go.
There you go.
Where? So, dude, what's happening is I'm gonna have to figure this out. Let me hold on. Let me look at this real quick. This is problematic to a degree. That one has it. Why is Wobbles' segment the only one that doesn't have it? If I go out of, let's see.
Yeah, it's muting you. They say when you pull it up, it mutes you.
Yeah, sorry boys, I was in studio mode there, still trying to figure that out. Oh my God, this is terrible. If I don't have Nidler, you're still in here. You've done OBS. Do you know why one of my audio sources is showing up in every scene except for one? That's my issue. If I could solve that one, then we'd be good to go. But unfortunately, so let's do this. You know what? Give me 1 second. I have an idea because we're not missing this segment. I'm just going to tell you that.
No, this is the creme de la creme. Can you copy the audio source to the other scene?
So that's what's interesting is that, yes, that's what I would normally do.
That's what Sammy put.
For some reason, so the thing that's interesting about it is because I'm on a Mac, so I have to run it through that black hole 2chan so I can have the multi audio track.
Copy a scene that it is working and then change your video or
Yep,
picture.
that's exactly what I was going to do. So whoever just said that, thank you.
Nidler.
That's what I am in the process of doing. I just
Nidler's on it.
This section copied over so that I can get rid of you. Yes. And then I can add you. Yes. And then copy. God damn it. Sorry, boys. Paste. Can you hear me now? Let's go. I think everybody can
y'all hear?
Yes, let's go. All right, let me do this because everything's a little bit big now. That's fine. You can still see our faces. I will get this fixed for the next time. But here we go. What would Wobbles do? Wiener, wife, or whack? Beercop, I know you're a little bit older than me, but I think you should know most of these girls. So we're gonna have all kinds of different themes here. I picked this one to start. I would love for the boys listening, if you could fill out our survey, give us more ideas for what would Wobbles do segment. But for tonight, I have 4 Beercop. Number 1, Danielle Bregoli, aka Catch Me Outside Girl. She appeared on Dr. Phil and, as referenced, offered to catch me outside. How about that? She is a self-proclaimed rapper whose career says otherwise. Her one highlight is that she once filmed a scene for Kodak Black, though it never officially appeared in a music video. Number 2, Whoa, Vicky. She is another self-proclaimed rapper. Again, the career says otherwise. This girl, I'm not sure. Are you familiar with either one of these so far?
Not the second one. No, the
Okay,
middle.
so yeah. So it's interesting though, because Catch Me Outside girl came first, but then this girl kind of showed up and they like and whether it was real or they were one of the first to like figure out manufacturing shit for social media, I don't know. But this Whoa Vicky chick fucking claimed to be black with no evidence to support that shit. Like
Oh, I think
was
I remember something
a
about that.
social media influencer, like back towards the beginning. And I mean, like ratchet ass hoes. Like if you needed a ratchet ass hoe, Whoa Vicky is a fucking ratchet ass hoe.
I got you.
She's got multiple arrests on her rap sheet, and I would say her most notable accomplishment is a public feud in LA with Catch Me Outside girl that, whatever. And then last but not least, I know my man Beer Cop knows Hawk Tua girl,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I don't think Hawk Tua girl needs any introduction from me.
Nah. Mm-mm.
Go ahead, Beer Cop. Wiener, wife, and whack these bitches.
So is this beer cup or is this
This
what I think Wobbles would
So
do?
this is Beer Cop tonight, and then I will tell you though, this is
Shit.
this is my idea. So we're gonna, yeah, NTX, you ain't kidding. She's fine as fuck. This is what I think, Beer Cop. What I would like to do is each time we'll present this to you, and or if you're choosing to, we'll present it to our guest. But then you and I will also get Wobble's answers, and then we'll present Wobble's answers to the group each time, and we'll see if our guest would wiener, wife, and whack the same, or if they don't have the same taste
May
in women
even,
Wobbles does.
may even win a prize. Who knows?
There you go. Go ahead, lay it on me, brother. Who are
Dude,
you gonna whack? Oh, I know it's one of the top two bitches.
the whack. Oh, shit. Well, I don't really know the middle girl, but it sounds pretty fucking horrendous. But I know the tall one, and I hate that bitch. So I'm whacking her.
All right.
I hate her. Like, that's just last nerve. So, yeah, she's going to get whacked.
I love the fun. I'm just looking at some of the comments, dude. This shit's great. Oh, boys, this is what we're here for. Oh man, I know everybody loves the NDL in college football, but there's so much more to life than that.
Yeah, so I mean, it's obvious. You wiener the middle girl and you marry. I mean, anybody that's into the blowjobs that much, you gotta marry her. So
Yeah.
yeah,
All right. So I'll give you mine. You ain't kidding. I'm definitely gonna wife up Hawk to a girl, but I will deviate from you here. I think I'm gonna have to fucking put Whoa Vicky down for an eternal dirt nap because that bitch is fucking annoying. I mean,
I don't
like
know her, so
that's fine. So let me put it to you this way: like the top girl, Catch Me Outside, she's annoying as fuck too. But like
ooh,
when you
bad.
first saw that, there was like at least a little bit of an air of authenticity in her. Like even though it was complete bullshit and misguided, she seemed to believe it. This Whoa Vicky girl definitely was like selling out for the views and shit. So I'm gonna put her down. And another reason, and this is where you get into degeneracy, but that's okay. We're all built different. Another reason I'm gonna fucking wiener Catch Me Outside girl is she's got a old man wobbles. Thank you, brother. The Catch Me Outside girl. I want to
She wienered
fuck
the
the
snake out of
attitude
her.
out of her, brother. I would change her attitude with one vigorous wienering. Probably fucking have her face down, ass up, one leg up, fucking heel on her head. Keep your head down, and just fucking
Would you
pile
break the drill out on that?
the dildo.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's coming. All right. Well, listen, I mean that segment was fucking fun. There's not probably gonna be an episode that doesn't have one of those in
Oh yeah. That's a regular right there.
it. All right. So listen, we got one more for tonight. This is another one that's gonna be a personal favorite of mine. I think that this is gonna be one of the group favorites too. This was the only one that we had a little bit of trouble with initially with sound settings too. So I'm very hopeful that we don't have any issues like I just had that we were luckily able to solve. But um, I got some soundboards here for you boys. We got one more segment, and we're going to call it NDL Wiretap. So we all know how the world goes today. Big brother. Oh, well, I got two segments. Let's save this one for the end. Beer Cop, I wanted to get to this one. We're not going to do that right now. Let me get back over here for just a second.
Oh, yeah. Throwing a curveball, man.
I want to do no, I just want to play that trivia game because again, this is a podcast about everything, but it starts with football. And so I do love talking football. I wanted to do the one where we do notable players and see if either one of us can guess who we had. You down to do that?
Let's do it.
All right, boys. So this is one I took from a radio segment that the ESPN guys here in New York do. So they play a game where they'll do skill position players from the NFL, running backs, wide receivers, quarterbacks. And what we'll do is give you a player name, and then you have to try to name the college for which they played. Nowadays, with the transfer portal, you could name 1, 2, even 3 schools for some of these guys. So we'll try to theme it each time, maybe just so that we can kind of narrow it down. Because again, I mean, we'll go 2000 to now, more or less, but that's a lot of years and a lot of players. So if we can theme things, that will help out. So I think for tonight, we're going to go with notable quarterbacks of the early 2000s, whether that's 2000s, some of them are, I think we said 2010s, my mistake. So I have 3 guys here from the 2010s. You want me to feed you mine first and see if you can get them, or you want to go ahead and go?
Yeah, shoot it.
All right. Let me make sure I can see the chat too, because if you can't get it, I'm sure one of our other brethren here is gonna. Shit, trivia. Yeah, Vic, that's what's up, brother. I hope some of you guys like this too. I'm big on trivia. All right. I'm going to give you one that I think is quote unquote pretty easy. You get this one quick. Mason Rudolph, current quarterback for the Steelers.
Did he play at G5? I don't know where he played in.
P4, Big 12.
Oklahoma State.
There you go.
Says.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't guess it.
That's fine. So he, no, I just picked him because I remember James Washington. I don't know if you remember him. He was a wide receiver there, but like they fucking had a connection. That James Washington was real. Kid was good, and Mason Rudolph threw for over 13,000 yards there. So he was definitely like respected coming out of college. Thought he could, but he's not really amounted to much, which is fine. You know, I mean, there's only so many
Happens
great
all the time.
Yeah, but no, I mean, he had quite a good college career, and Justin Blackman, man, what a waist. Wobble says, yeah, I remember. I thought maybe Brandon Whedon was throwing to Justin Blackman. I think those guys were together.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
But, all right, moving on. My next guy, I got 4 for you tonight. My next guy,
shit.
Christian
I'm not doing
Hackenberg.
too good.
That's all right.
I had no clue.
He went to Penn State. He was.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
So he came in with Bill O'Brien and started out pretty well, had a good freshman season, but then James Franklin came in, and yeah, I mean
Did he play against Alabama?
No, that dude. So okay, so you're going, dude, so that's funny. Do you know? I mean, now I would never fucking do it, but I got to tell you, Penn State, Alabama. You bring that up. I got married in 2011, and I would never do it again. But I had a fucking fall wedding, and I just so happened to get married when Penn State was playing at Alabama. And I just remember, I mean, I knew it probably wasn't going to go in our favor, but I remember I don't want to know about the game. I don't know about the game. And then fucking somebody told me or something.
Somebody ruined it.
Didn't ruin my wedding or anything, but it fucking put me in a sour mood.
Oh, man.
Anyway, crazy how quick fucking time flies. I mean, you're like it's just crazy to talk about some of these guys, and you feel like maybe they were 5, 6 years ago, and you realize it's already a
Yeah.
decade.
Yeah.
Crazy, ain't it?
10, 15 years. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, one more. This is another power four guy, and then I got one totally off the rails. But um, I brought these guys up not just to try to stump you or anything, but I brought them up because like each one of them kind of has a talking point that it was they had their moment in the sun, right? Kenny Hill, you remember this guy?
I know he played at Texas A&M.
There you
But he
go.
transferred. Didn't he transfer though? Or
He might have. Yeah, no,
yeah.
I do remember. He definitely did. I don't remember where he went, but no, I brought him up because he had that fucking 500-yard passing game to open the season against South Carolina in
TCU.
2014, and then he became known as Kenny Trill from that
Yeah,
game. And
Kenny
like
Trill. I
for a
remember
minute,
that.
people thought he
Yeah.
was going to be the next big
Yeah.
thing, and
Then he
then
went shit.
then he went to fucking shit, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what I put Kenny Trill on there for. And then the last one I got for you, this is a fucking off the walls one. I don't expect you to get it, and I'll tell you why I put it there, but I wanted to see if anybody from the chat would get it too. Again, that's kind of this part of the game, right? Um this guy did, and this guy, he played in the NFL and actually had a pretty decent NFL career. Nothing crazy or whatever, but even started games and held his own. Taylor Heineke. You ever heard the name?
Uh, Taylor Heinicke. Yeah, but I can't tell you where he played.
That's fine. I'm going to give somebody said Iowa. Okay. So,
G5,
uh,
right?
well, yes and no. That's actually a kind of a trick question in a way. He's from Old Dominion, and he actually was at Old Dominion when they were FCS and transitioned to FBS. So I put this guy on there because I lived in Chesapeake, Virginia, which is Hampton Roads. So ODU is right there, and my wife and I went to a couple games. They got a nice little stadium down there. SB Ballard Stadium's the name of it. They've actually done quite a few renovations, but it's a cool stadium too. I don't know if you've ever seen it in the game, but behind one of the end zones is like a 5-story. I'm just not an apartment building. I forgot. I think there were a couple of fucking dorms in there or whatever, but just it's cool. Like, you can be literally sitting 5 yards behind the freaking goalpost and you're 4 or 5 levels up. But no, I went to a game one time and my man went out and set the record for passing yards in a single game. He fucking threw for 7.
Damn.
It was 7, something in the teens. It was fucking retarded, dude. 715 yards. It was fucking crazy. But anyway, that's why I put that guy in there. Just a little something I remember from back in the day. So, what do you got for me? I think I got you across the board. No, you got Kenny Trill. So you went 1 for 4.
Yeah, I didn't do
You
too
got
well.
1. That may be 1 more than I get though. So what do you got for me?
No, these are softballs probably. So, but I'll start with Zach Lee.
I know the name. Give me a conference.
Big Ten school. But I don't think they were Big Ten. I don't know. How long have they been big? I don't know.
Nope, you're gonna have to tell me.
That'll give you a hint. But yeah, Nebraska. I think it's like
Nebraska.
2010. Yeah,
Okay.
2010. Yeah. So now you should get this one. Nick Foles.
Oh my god. I mean, I fucking know, but all I can think of him is in his goddamn Philadelphia
Right.
Eagles uniform.
That's
dude.
right. That's what you do. You blank out.
Yeah, dude. So you
Arizona, man.
Arizona. Okay, Arizona.
Yeah.
You want to talk about another guy, dude? That, if I'm not mistaken, that fucking guy was Big Dick Nick. I think he was known around the NFL for having an absolute fucking hog, dude.
That may be why they traded him. Got him out of the locker room.
Oh, that's funny as shit. All right, what do you got for me?
Carson Wentz.
North Dakota State.
Yep, ding, ding, ding. And my last one is Blaine Gabbert.
UCF.
Missouri.
Oh, fuck. You're right.
Yep.
Blaine Gabbert. Dude, I knew that. You know what? I had Blake Bortles on my mind. I was thinking NFL quarterbacks. I fucking jumped the gun. Lesson learned.
Yep.
Next time I'm going to take a deep breather and think about it because I did know Blaine Gabbert went to Missouri. But hey, I
We
gave
tied
you
up. We're tied.
There you go. Perfect. All right.
Hey, here's a tiebreaker.
Go ahead.
I got one more, and you should get this. Alex Hornibrook. Hornibrook.
Oh, come on. Alex Hornibrook. Okay, he was not Big Ten. He was SEC, wasn't he?
Just throw something out there.
It's Illinois. Wisconsin. Okay. See, I said not Big Ten initially, but then I knew I was wrong. I had to go back to the Big Ten.
Don't have Vic on; he'll get them all.
Yeah. Yeah. Jesus Christ! Look at Vic go. All right. Listen, that's a good one. So we're tied at 1. I think we should keep a scoreboard on that. That'll be fun.
Yeah, we should.
All right. Listen, I said I know that was only going to be one more. I have 2 left. I got this one for you before we get to the final one. So another one that they do on a local radio station, they call DHIF. Did it happen in Florida? So I'll give you a little fucking, and most of these center around crime. Sometimes the pettiest of shit, sometimes absolutely off the wall bonkers shit. But I've got one for you here. I got to make sure that I'm careful not to reveal anything, but let me just read you the details of this. And I need you to tell me, did this happen in Florida or anywhere else in the world? Man arrested for pooping on a possum in public. So, according to the police report, a man was observed defecating on a deceased possum with his pants lowered and high anal region exposed. Police actually witnessed 45-year-old Robert Wilcox while he was taking his dump on the dead marsupial. The report also stated he did this during rush hour traffic and in plain sight for everyone to see. After being detained and read his rights, Wilcox then denied ever pooping on the dead possum. He even told the police that he, quote, doesn't see straight. The officer was forced to do some real investigative work to be sure his vision was actually correct. I'm not even going to fucking continue on. We've already gotten to enough. Did that happen in Florida or not?
That could happen anywhere, but I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, that was definitely fucking Florida. Yeah, I knew that was a little bit of a softball, but hey, listen, that was just a little flavor of what we're going to come with. But yeah, I mean, some of the shit that these fucking guys pull up, because people just send them shit from everywhere. So it's really easy for them because like everybody just feeds it to them. But man, there is just some crazy shit out there, dude. Like they played one couple weeks ago. And like it was a guy, I don't know why he got to call in, but he had to call into court. And he was calling into court for traffic violations and a suspended license. And when he got on the phone with his attorney and the judge, he literally said, "Hang on just 1 second. I'm parking right now."
I think I saw that.
Did you? I mean, just fucking absolutely stupid shit. So I just thought that was something that we got to do because stuff like that will just give you a hell of a laugh, So anyway, we're ready to get to the last segment here now. So we're just going to get right into it. I'll bring it up. This one we call NDL wiretap. So as y'all know, you can't escape it in the real world today. Big Brother has eyes everywhere and they don't miss anything. But guess what? Beercop and Drewbacca also have eyes and ears everywhere. So we put some hot mics in and caught some audio from a couple NDLers. I'm going to play you, Beercop, the audio that I've captured, and you are going to tell me, based on what you hear, which NDLer that was. Now,
it's going to be tough.
We're going to try. If I can, I would love to do themed one of these each time. I don't know if we'll always get there. Give me just half a second here. I'm pulling up right now my notes on my list here. Here it is. Okay. So let me make sure I have the chat up just to make sure if the boys let me know, hey, we can't hear that, but I think everybody should be able to. And I want to see their answers anyway. So here we go with the first audio recording.
I'm going to stare at his wife's boobs so hard that when they both go into the kitchen together, it will be discussed.
Who was it?
Stare at his boobs. I mean, it's got to be a pervert, so it's got to be Wobbles.
Good try. That's my boy Petty.
Yes.
Any function he goes to. You know my boy Petty would absolutely say that to anybody. I heard that one, and that was my guy. I forgot to tell you, by the way, this is a Family Guy themed one. So that was Peter Griffin, if I'm not mistaken.
Peter.
All right. Number 2.
You could freeze some of your sperm at the sperm bank just in case.
Vic.
No, not Vic, but good. So that's that one. That would be mostly understood probably by guys that were at the convention. That's Texan Noel. So I wasn't the only one, but dudes definitely thought Texan Noel was black when they had only heard him talk and never seen him. And I distinctly remember I had gotten there and we were sitting down there at the house bullshitting or whatever. And I think I was talking to Corey, C Nasty, and Texan Noel showed up and he introduced himself. I'm like, hey man, Drewbacca. He's like, Henry, Texan Noel.
What the hell?
Anyway, so I heard that when I said, that sounds just like Texan Noel. I gotta make sure
it does.
There.
Now that you say it does.
Vic, respond to the chat. You guys can hear the audio clips, yeah? Or anybody? Yes, perfect. Okay, I just had to make sure. All right, here's number 3.
I have had just about enough of this no selfish attitude of yours.
I'll play that for you one more time.
I have had just about enough of this no selfish attitude of yours.
RB.
Oh my God, damn! That's RB to any new coach that comes into the league.
I got one. I was like, man, I'm balling out on this shit.
I didn't know if you were going to get any of those. That is so fucking funny. I love that. That is great.
Even NTX got it.
Well done, NTX. That is fucking funny as shit. Oh, Christ. All right, boys, here we go. Number 4.
I could get the clap from a 12-year-old Chinese prostitute.
That's got to be Wobbles.
Nope. I'll give you another guess. One more time for the boys.
I could get the clap from a 12-year-old Chinese prostitute.
Oh, shit.
That's Marion County.
Marion County,
yes. Eastern European.
Man, you said it right before I was about to say.
Oh, sorry, brother. I should have.
No, you got it. No, that is yes, I can see that too. That was perfect.
I hope these guys get the chance to go back and watch this.
Yeah, MC spot.
All right, here you go. Number 5.
I did some poos. I didn't mean to.
One more time for everybody.
I did some poos. I didn't mean to.
I didn't mean to. Oh, shit. I have no clue. I'm stumped on that one.
That's one of our top coaches in the league, in my opinion. The record, maybe some people say otherwise, but that was Vegas. Anytime he goes and blows it in a big fucking game.
Oh, my God.
That poor bastard. Vegas, I love you, brother. You're the first motherfucker that helped me in this league. It's all love, brother, but I had to get you on that one.
That one's pretty good. Man, you were spot on all those.
All right, I got 2 more. Here's number 6.
What, so now you're gonna quit? You can't quit. What if Muhammad Ali had quit?
Play it
One more
again.
time.
Yeah.
What, so now you're gonna quit? You can't quit. What if Muhammad Ali had quit?
Quit is the operative word if you need it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm focused on, but I'm drawing a blank.
That was MJ Kemp's mother after he crashed out of the league.
Well, no wonder.
Inspired him to come back as Rutgers.
That's hilarious.
Oh, fucking FTX is dying. All right, we got one more. Here we go. Ready?
Where? Mommy, Daddy, I had a bad dream. I saw the book. Class, what the devil is that name again? Boogeyman. Yes, that's it. I saw the Boogeyman.
Shit, what's his name? SMU.
Oh my God, he did it! He got it. That's block. That is block. That is nightmares about how we treat him.
Yeah.
Man,
The Wayne.
You are better at pulling off the cuff coaches' names from a fucking out of context clip than you are remembering real life people that played football. I fucking love that, dude. That shit is funnier than fuck, man. Oh my God. That was great, dude.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Well, listen, bud, we've gone 2 hours and 11 minutes now. That may or may not be a new record for an NDL podcast.
Yeah.
I think it was worth it.
Yeah, it was fun, man. I enjoyed it. We had a good crowd, too.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. It was great to see the comments. Thanks for participating. That honestly, that's what makes this, right? You and I could sit here and laugh all night long. It's a great fucking time. But without viewers, this is nothing, right? So
that's right.
I hope some of the content makes its way back to the live chat. And again, doesn't matter what I say or do in here, whether people want to believe it or not. Even block. I don't fucking hate anybody here, man. I love this league. I love everybody that's in it because everybody is here for the same reason. You know what I mean? So, and really, honestly, dude, let me shout them out. Like, if you think about that, this is what makes the NDL still like real life, right? You work with people all the time that you don't fucking like, but you still got to work with them. You got to respect them, etc. I don't like Block, but Block put up his own money for a season highlight competition. Things like, so you know what I mean? Like, you cannot like the guy, but you got to fucking respect the guy because he's doing things for the league. You know what I mean? So that would be my PSA on, because, you know, I mean, I know you and I, we're not the only ones. There's plenty of fucking people that go at it in the live chat. So keep at it because we all love it, right? But like Rain said, there's speed bumps in place now, right? Like, you can be a fucking dickhead if you want to, but you may find yourself in limbo if you do with the rules committee. Let's go in there and have fun with it. We can fucking, you know, we can jab at each other, but at the end of the day, I think we all still respect each other because you're all here as part of the group, right?
At the end of the day, it ain't personal. Have fun, man.
Exactly.
Awesome.
All right, man. On that note, I'm going to get the fuck out of here. Appreciate you, Beer Cop. It's been a lot of fun, man.
Yeah,
Can't wait
you too, brother. Thank you.
All right, bud. Peace.
Good night.